Hello, buddy, and welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs, a YouTube channel, and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And, that's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, is we give you those live free sports picks for the primetime games. And to do so, well, our professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show today. We have James Clark with us. Tony Brown is from Las Vegas. Chris Ruffolo will serve as co-host. Ron Romanelli on a Thursday appearance. Ninos with us, as is Alex Smart. Let's take a look at how they'll line up for today's show. Smart, Brown, Romanelli, Ninos, Ruffolo, Clark, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, we had some afternoon ball. How did it go for you?
Honestly, it was just a sit back and relax kind of day for me, Tony. How about you?
You mean you couldn't go against the Rangers again?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't get myself to. I couldn't because oh my god.
Oh, Mass! I rattled his cage, and look what happens. I rattled the Ruffalo's cage, and well, I had the Rockies today again. I've been going against the Rangers, and they're up 7 here with 2 outs, and hopefully things will get better. Well, as you see, Ruffalo had a little accident there, so as he gets himself corrected, we'll get the show started. I can hear his mic going, so I think we still have him connected. Let's go ahead and welcome Alex Smart to the show. Alex, how's it going? Look what we rattled his cage.
Rockies are ruining lives. Is that what this is?
I guess so. He probably forgot the game went off today. He probably was so upset that he didn't go against the Rangers today. Look what happened. All right, Alex. Late night game tonight here, 9:45 Eastern Time. MLB X Readings channel has the Giants to host the Cubs. We've got the Giants favorite $1.22, total of 8.
Yeah, I'm completely going against the red hot Cubbies. The Cubbies are just like playing smoke and mirrors baseball. Really not impressed by the way they're doing it. The bullpen has been operating well. Like tonight, Davies, for example. If you're watching it at all, you're wondering to yourself, how has this guy done this well so far this year? And it's I guess it's a tribute to the Cubbies' good infield defense. And I mean, but the exit velocity on this guy has been pretty crazy. And I think his metrics, I think he's ready for regression. And this is as good a place as any to go against him. We've got, West leading San Francisco. I think we've got a better pitcher in D going there, Discafalini. I butcher everybody's name, so forgive me, guys. Is that how you say it, Tony?
I think it's Discla with an L at the end. But you got close.
Okay. The butcher. Okay. But anyway,
that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's what we're going with. We're gonna go with San Francisco here against the Hot Cubbies.
Yep. Chris, we got you back. Welcome back. Of course, I can't argue that pick here because when you look at Davies at the home road splits on the road, hasn't been good. ERA over 6, but a whip of 2. Giants 15 of 23 wins at home. And the Cubs, a losing record against right-handed starters. They're batting only .222, so it's not lefty up there today, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. But sorry, my tripod was shocked that I didn't even take the Rockies today. No, yeah, I gotta agree with you, and I'm not gonna fault Alex. It's an Italian thing. Di Sclafani, you gotta do it with the hands. But no, I like the Giants as well. Davies has always been a pitcher that I've faded on the road just because for whatever reason, it doesn't matter who he's pitching for, just doesn't seem to win outside of his own ballpark. I think the Giants, a little bit of the luster's worn off from their hot start to the year, but they're still playing fantastic baseball. And, the Cubs have been hot, but again, we've yet to really see it consistently transition over to the road. So I'm taking the cheap price with the team that's proven they can win at home, and I'm taking the Giants here.
I agree with that with the Giants minus 122. I remember Davies, when he was with the Milwaukee Brewers, he'd always get the early hook, and he did not take it very well on the bench. He was really fuming, and it was sign of really not a lack of confidence in Davies. And of course, now he's with the Cubs. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium tonight. We got some NBA on the board. So we still have a good handful of baseball and hockey. We're taking a look at you here. 2,248 units of profit past 30 days. That is all documented. When you go over to Pig Dogs Premium, you'll find Alex Smart there on the profile page. You can look up every pick. So it's documented. What do you have going on, Alex, over at Pig Dogs Premium?
We're going to stop grinding the wheels here. We were really, really hot, blowing everything up, and then now we're into a little, I call it a subterranean kind of conditioning right now. And I'm looking to break back out, go up to the high side here, get some wins. We've got some NBA action. We've got some NHL action. And we've already had some baseball action here today with Atlanta winning. So join me. And hopefully we get rocking and rolling again and moving them back in the right direction.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Alex Smart over Pick Dogs. Premium off to a good start for today. You see the numbers here past 30 days. 2,248 units of profit. So get on board here with Alex Smart tonight with his pass on one-day pass over at Pick Dogs Premium. Or if you prefer, go with that 3, 7, and 30-day all sports pass. You'll get every play that Alex releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for the period you choose there. And that's the best value right now at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
And one last thing, maybe we should give like a free pick with a vaccine. If you can prove you had a vaccine, you get a free pick.
I think maybe so. All right.
We'll do it. Okay, guys.
All right, Alex. Thank you very much. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru, and of course, Chris, we got to remember you have a promo today for the viewers here of the drive-thru. We're going to give them a special gift here if we get likes, 250 likes, right?
Yeah, 250 likes. We're going to have the game that the NBA game that we're not covering today on the drive-thru is the Clippers. And now, guys, get to 250 likes. We will give you one of my premium picks from that game time. We will get you coverage for that game as well.
All right, that's right. Get a premium pick from Chris Ruffolo from the NBA that we're not covering. Nuggets and Trailblazers, the game that is not being covered here. But if we get to 250 likes with those thumbs up, then Chris will give you his premium pick on that game. That's the first game at 8 Eastern time on TNT. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome. Let's go over to Las Vegas, Nevada, where it is hot. If it's hot here and I need to turn my air conditioning for the show, then you know it's really hot in Las Vegas. Let's bring on Tony Brown. Tony, how's it going?
Good. It's super hot. Triple-digit temperatures.
Oh, I know it's climbing. You know, I had to turn my. I was sweating like a pig yesterday over on the show. I was dripping sweat. I had my lights makes it 20 degrees hotter. So I got the air AC going. I'm going good. All right, Tony Brown, we got Lightning here and the Hurricanes at 8 Eastern time. Lightning laying $1.40, total 5.5.
Yeah. If you watched the show before, you already know I'm going with the Lightning. I picked them both games on the road. I already said it. To be the best, you have to beat the best. It didn't matter if they were home or the road. They're the defending champions. You know what I mean? They got the formula. They got the team. They got the coaching. They know what it takes to win, and they got it done. So until somebody beats them, I'm going to keep on riding it out. And I don't think they're going to get worse at home. Only minus $1.50. Now it's dropped down all the way to $1.40. It's almost a steal. And the only reason the line's that small is because it's hard to beat any team 3 times, especially a professional team. But, I mean, the defending champs at home, minus $1.40. They beat them both times on the road. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Take the Lightning and get it done.
All right. Tony Brown says he's not going to fix what's not broken here. Why do that? So he's got Tony Brown, Lightning laying $1.40 against the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, Chris, what say you in this NHL playoff game on USA Network?
I gotta look at the total here, and it's been dominant this whole season with the Lightning and the Hurricanes. I'm going with the under. We've seen fantastic goaltending on both sides, and all the offensive talent, especially for Tampa Bay and the young team that Carolina has. I think we got to look at the under in this one once again. I could see another hard-fought battle. So give me the under 5.5.
All right, we got Chris here looking at the under. Tony Brown, Tampa Bay Lightning minus 140 against the Carolina Hurricanes. That's his pick. And then when the face-off here, 8 Eastern time, USA Network will televise it. Old school back on USA NHL. All right, Tony Brown, you're too young to remember watching the USA Network when they used to have the NBA and the NHL games. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where tonight we got some NHL, we got some NBA playoffs. Of course, your Lakers are in action. Of course, let's take a look at your numbers. Your past 7 days, 437 units of profit. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, we're having a good week, and not only am I not too young, I'm from Southern California too. I remember Channel 8 was USA, and they used to show those games. So I've been watching sports for a while. But anyway, tonight we have a 3-pack. I don't like to overdo it. You see, we're up about almost 500 units for the week because we've just been keeping it simple. My top play on the board from the NBA, the MLB, and the NHL. So you can get them individually, or you can get my Thursday 3-pack and really break your bookie 3 times over.
All right, guys, get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 437 units of profit. Past 7 days, all documented. Go over to the site. You can check it out. It's all documented there. Get on board with Tony Brown's plays for tonight. And, of course, the long-term passage of best, the VIP one-year pass he offers you right there. Of course, where you make money with Tony Brown when it's raining money. It's Tony Brown delivering the winners. 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass The All Sports Pass to get you every play that Tony releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you make the purchase. We also have a 2-for-1 capper promotion. You add a second capper for even greater value there. All right, Tony, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Let's go Lakers.
There we go. We'll see you Lakers next week. All right, Tony Brown. Hope the Lakers are still around by next week. We'll see if that's the case with the Lakers. Oh, Tony Brown didn't like that comment very much. Good thing I got him off camera. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with the morning show. We got Mitch, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler. And, of course, don't forget those YouTube Premium. That's it. Great value right now. You can follow the link below and get signed up for that. Of course, the drive-through, we're here every day, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-through show. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Before we do, reminder, guys, keep those likes coming in. We get to 250. You get the premium pick today from Chris Ruffolo. Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we say, it doesn't cost you guys a cent. Helps us out a ton, and we're trying to give back by, giving out some premiums. And, unfortunately went 0-2 yesterday, but I'll tell you, I want you to show me the person that hits 100% of their games so I can kind of bow down to them and take a little bit of advice from them. But you know what? We're going to get back on track today. All we ask that you guys give us those thumbs up because they help us out a ton. It helps us get the product out to new people. And then, it also lets us know that you guys like what we're doing, and we keep building on what you guys like. And like I said, without you guys, there is no Pick Dogs family. So keep the likes and subscriptions coming. It helps us out. We really appreciate all the love and support.
That's right. Keep those likes, those thumbs coming in. We get to 250. You get a premium pick at the end of the show from Chris Ruffolo on an NBA game, Portland and Denver. All right, let's continue on the drive-through. Welcome Ron Romanelli to the show. I know Ron is way too young to even know that USA Network used to televise NBA and NHL playoff games exclusively.
Yeah, I guess I'm the youngest bullet in the handicapping crew. I'm not sure I remember any of that, but hey, it's okay.
It's all right. All right, Ron, let's take a look at the game today. You're looking at Major League Baseball. Pirates to host the Marlins, MLB Extra Innings Channel. Pirates laying $9, total 7.5.
Yeah, the Miami Marlins, they're still a few years away from being real contenders in the NL East, but this team features plenty of young and exciting pitching talent. Eliezer Hernandez gets the start for the Marlins tonight. He's only pitched 2.1 innings this season, and Hernandez allowed a home run in those 2 innings, but he also struck out 3 batters, didn't walk anyone either. In 2020, Hernandez had a 3.16 ERA, struck out 11.92 batters per 9 innings. Hernandez has had a home run issue where he allows a lot of long balls, but luckily for him, he's facing the Pirates. That's the last place team in terms of home runs as a team in Pittsburgh. So I expect Hernandez to give Miami a few solid innings, and then for the 9th-ranked bullpen in terms of ERA to come in and take care of the rest of the game. The Marlins' bats may not be too strong on paper, but tonight they face Tyler Anderson. I've watched Anderson pitch a few times this season for Pittsburgh, and he's very pitch-to-contact heavy, does not miss too many bats. Anderson's going to go right after these Marlins hitters, and I think the Marlins are going to take advantage of that. We're getting a very good price with the Marlins on the road here, so I'm going to take Miami. I'm going to take them on the money line for this game this evening.
Yeah, I can't argue that pick whatsoever here. When you look at Hernandez last year, 32% strikeout rate in his time with the Marlins. And, of course, you look at the Pirates, real light hitting team over their past 10 games. Chris hitting only 205 against righties.
Absolutely, and I think Hernandez is another one of those gems that we'll find in the Marlins pitching staff. Just like you said, Tony, 30, I think you said 32% strikeout rate. Just fantastic. He's got a lot of pitches in his arsenal. And like you guys said, the Pittsburgh Pirates, not a physical or not an offensively imposing team. And like Ron said, Tyler Anderson just doesn't do a good job missing bats. I think Miami Marlins definitely going to be able to put some runs and wreak havoc on the base pass tonight. I like the Marlins as well.
Yeah, all agreement here with the Marlins -101 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Watch this one on MLB Extra Innings Channel, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, let's put our attention over to Pick Dogs Premium. Ron Romanelli, we got some NBA playoff games up there, hockey and baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, my picks have already gone off for tonight, but if you're looking for a handicapper that's going to balance advanced analytics and statistics with prior sports knowledge and watching the games, actually watching them, I'm your guy. Sign up for a long-term plan at Pick Dogs Premium. Let me make you money. Let me make you some money this summer. I'm feeling really confident in the MLB, especially as we get more and more statistics coming in for pitchers and team OPS. I look at everything, and I think this is going to be a great summer in the MLB. So why don't you join me?
All right, guys, get on board here with Ron Romanelli over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get on board with his long-term passes, 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass from Ron Romanelli. Get you every play that it releases over at Pig Dogs Premium. You set the time period when you go to the site and you make the purchase. You can see he's wearing that big Islanders jersey. Worked for him last time he was on the show last week, and we'll see if we can bring him home again this week for the Islanders here in action. All right, Ron, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great nights. And, of course, we'll be tuning in on the weekend, of course, when you join the crew here in the morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We've got Mitch, Rod Sawacki, and your buddy turned foe, I guess, Brian Biller.
Yeah, I love doing those shows, and we've been going at it quite a bit recently, but that's all part of the show. So, yep, I'll see you guys on the weekends.
See you on the weekends, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Ron Romanelli. Ron, have yourself a good evening. Ron Romanelli here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. And we're going to go and welcome to the show El Ninos. Speaking of Islanders and Bruins, I think that's the one that's on the plate here for El Ninos, and you'll find him over there at Pig Dog Premium. Let's go ahead and bring El into the show right now. All right, here he is right now. El, how's it going?
Going good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. All right, here we go. NBC Sports Network, 7:30 Eastern Time. Islanders host the Bruins. Bruins laying $1.43, total 5.
Yeah, Bruins coming in the favorite even after losing the last game in Boston 4-3 in overtime, which tied the series up at 1 apiece. Now the Islanders are back home where they've been dominant all season. And that actually may have been the difference and a big reason why they won Game 7 of their last series against the Penguins to make it to this one. Again, these are two very good goalies on two defensive-minded teams. Definitely better on defense than they are on offense, although they do have some pretty average offenses, decent offenses. Boston probably has the more talented players, but I think the Islanders have been the better team, especially at home. So if we're looking at a side here, I love, especially now money's coming on Boston, so I like the Islanders even more, like getting a little extra plus money there with them. But my play here that I'm looking at even more, I mentioned the defense is the two good goalies, but again, that just gives us a really low total, which at worst I think will be a push again. It's gone over in both games so far. I think we get it over, or at least I guess push in this one again.
All right, El Ninos going over the total here. Boston Bruins and New York Islanders. All right, Chris, what say you in this one?
Yeah, I've got to agree with the over. You know, these games that are total at 5 going into the game, they're tricky. I mean, 5.5 would make life so much easier, but why does anybody want to make our lives easier when we're betting money, right? I mean, I just like the over here. I think the line of Pasternak, Marchand, and Bergeron are just going to be too much. Are going to wreak havoc on Ilya Sorokin again. And, you know, I expect the Islanders to be able to contribute to their scoring as well. Like Al said, at worst, I think this is a push. I think this is a 3-2 game, whatever way you slice it, at the absolute worst. And I think we get another over here, even though it's a little bit juiced. But I think the over has to be the play here.
All right, agreement here with Boston Bruins, New York Islanders over the total of 5 goals. This one, 7:30 Eastern Time, NBC Sports Network will televise this one. All right, El Ninos, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium tonight. Well, we got your NBA in action tonight. Your Lakers are playing. We got some baseball up there. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, just checking. Still no update on Anthony Davis, huh? Still a game time decision. Yeah, definitely going to be rooting for my Lakers. No action for me, at least until we get the news there on Davis. But yeah, on the side, I do have my play in the other NBA game. I have my best NHL play and 3 MLB bets I really like, all in one pack if you want to check that out. And, of course, we always mention best deals always on the long-term passes. Lots of sports going on right now. Huge MLB cards every day, which is my favorite sport to bet. So great time to jump on board.
Yeah, jump on board here with El Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. Check out the profile page and get on board with one of his passes here. He's got the one-day pass going tonight. Take those winnings and make the upgrade to the long-term pass, 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. Every play Al releases over at Pig Dogs Premium for that time period you choose when you go to the profile page and make the purchase. And, of course, if you add a second capper for that 2-for-1, even a greater value available. All the cappers are available in the 2-for-1 promotion. You can add Ann Shore, who's doing great work, Big Al, Little Al. The 2-for-1 promo, which sounds pretty good. Chris Ruffolo, or actually James Clark as well, who's doing great in the NBA. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Thanks for your contributions and your fill-ins when needed, and we'll talk to you soon.
Always ready, Tony, and it's always a pleasure. So, yeah, see you soon.
See you soon. All right, Al.
If I don't, have a good weekend, and we'll see you Monday.
We'll see you Monday. Absolutely. Ninos here on the drive-through. Going to sweat his Lakers tonight. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, Chris. All right, let's continue on here.
Oh man.
On the drive-through.
I don't have. I can say I don't have anything to worry about being a Raptors fan. Just worrying about who we're going to pick 7th.
Absolutely. That's it. And, of course, we'll have the pick from the Lakers and Suns from James Clark a little later in the show. And a reminder, if we get to 250 likes, Chris Ruffolo will give out the premium play from tonight's Nuggets and Trailblazers pick that starts at 8 Eastern time. So let's get those thumbs up, guys. Keep them coming in. We get to 250. We get the premium play for you from Portland and Denver. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Speaking of Chris Ruffolo, front and center. Here we go. Baseball tonight, 8 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. White Sox to host the Tigers. White Sox big favorites are minus 205. Total sits at 8.
And this one for me is all about the starting pitching matchup. You have Casey Mize going for the Detroit Tigers, starting to really live up to the #1 overall pick status that he received way back when the Tigers drafted him a few years ago. He's given up one earned runner less in 4 of his last 5 starts, just pitching very well. On the other side, Lance Lynn, this guy is always a threat to win the ERA race at the end of the year, currently sitting with an ERA around 130. This is just going to be a pitcher's duel of pitcher's duels, on top of the fact that the Tigers boast one of the least threatening lineups offensively in the major leagues. And these are 2 of the bigger under teams, despite the White Sox having a ton of young talent and an ability to hit, left-handed hitting we've talked about before. But unfortunately, Casey Mize doesn't have that issue being a righty. But like I said, I think, Mize is going to step up tonight. I think Lance Lynn's going to deliver. I can easily see a game where you get 6 or 7 solid innings from both sides. I think we got an under here, an under 8. I think that's more than enough. I could easily see this one staying under 7.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% in this under here. One thing of note here, when the season started, Tigers' bullpen was a joke. They're not a joke anymore. Actually, for the past couple of weeks here, their bullpen has pitched very well. Of course, they're still that light hitting team. If you look over their past 10 games, they're not hitting extra wide as well. But their bullpen allowing a 196 hitting, an ERA of just over 3 over the past 10 games. But the White Sox getting really great bullpen work as well. A WHIP of .81 over that past 10 game period. Of course, as you look at the Tigers over that 10-game span, 194 hitting against right-handers. So still a little weak on the hitting, but very strong now on the pitching. And of course, you love the angle there, Chris, because it always adds up to unders.
Absolutely. I mean, you give me the Detroit Tigers in any total under 8, I'm going to give a strong look to the under because, like you said, this has just been a weak hitting team, despite having some decent players. You have Candelario out there. You've still got Nico Goodrum. You have some great guys that could run the base pass. They can get extra bases for you. But we all know Miguel Cabrera's in the twilight of his career. The power is just not what it used to be. And like I said, it's unfortunately producing those results on the scoreboard. And, you look at the other side, the White Sox, like I said, there's still a ton of power there. But Casey Mize has been fantastic. He's been, like a lot of the Detroit pitchers have been, Spencer Turnbull threw the no-hitter earlier this season. They've just got a bunch of young pitchers that are going to develop into some really good pitchers. I think the Tigers could be team that's about 2 or 3 years away, but keep an eye out, especially on Casey Mize, because he's going to be the next big thing in the majors.
Absolutely. All right, the agreement here. White Sox, Tigers under 8 in this one. A start time of 8 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. We got a couple NBA games up there, a handful of baseball games and hockey. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, tonight for me, it's the Thursday NBA Throwdown. I got 2 totals and a side. 3 of my favorite plays of the week. I can't lie to you guys. I really have zoned in on these 3 plays for tonight. Got those over for $29.95 over the website. Also got, a couple things for long-term subscribers. You get those 3-day, 7-day, 30-day passes. Tonight, that has my top NHL and MLB play in there. Those are going to be some great value tonight as well. You guys always talk about the season passes. I've still got my playoff passes for $175 up there. We're starting to chip away. We had a 3-1 day in the NBA yesterday. Fantastic. Back-to-back winning days on the hardwood, 5-1 in our last 6. Or as we talk about the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Pair me up with anyone on here. You got Tony T, who's been on the MLB leaderboards. James Clark, #1 in the NBA. You have me with the Pick Dogs combo with Rod Zawacki. Any of us are going to put money in your pocket. It's just a matter of who you get along with, who you vibe with. Put me along with any of the other cappers on the website. We're going to make you money. I can guarantee you that.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. That long-term pass is the way to go. And, of course, that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Pair up Chris with any of the cappers over at Pick Dogs. Big Al, Little Al, James Clark, who's doing great work in the NBA. Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on with our show. And reminder, guys, we got to get to 250. We got ways to go here. We've got some heavy lifting here to get to 250 likes. Then Chris Ruffolo will deliver his premium play from Denver and Portland tonight. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. All right, now it's time to welcome James Clark to the show, who's doing fantastic work in the NBA. Of course, sitting number one over at Pig Dogs Premium. So let's go ahead and bring in James right now, and he'll be looking at this Suns and Lakers game, the late game for tonight. James, how's it going?
Pretty good, fellas. How y'all do?
Going great, going great. Here we go. It's the big one. Lakers to host the Suns, 10:30 Eastern time on TNT. Lakers, the home favorite of 2, total 207.
Guys, if you look at this game here, everybody's waiting on, is AD going to play? Is he not going to play? That is the big question here. But I think if he plays or if he don't play, I think where he's so hurt, LeBron's getting older in his age, he'll try his best tonight to cover this 2 points, but I don't see it. I like the Suns +2. I look for the Suns to come in on fire. Chris Paul would love to knock LeBron out of the playoffs. They're good friends, but, when they get on the hardwoods, they're enemies like everybody. And I really like the Suns tonight, +2, like I said. If AD was fully healthy or whatever, this may be a very competitive game. But I'll still look for it to be a competitive game, but I don't look for AD to be 100%. And you've seen what happened last game when they didn't play. The Suns blew them out. Like I said, I look for LeBron. He'll step up. He'll do his thing. But the Suns are a lot better team than this Laker team without AD. And I really like the Suns +2 tonight, guys.
All right, James looking here at the Suns +2 against the Lakers. All right, Chris, are you going to look at the side or are you going to go look at a total on this one? But one thing with AD, he usually needs more. He usually needs at least a game or two to recover from an injury. You don't really see him go down and come right into the next game.
No, especially with the how many players have we seen, recover from a groin injury and then they come right back and all of a sudden in the first half they re-aggravate that injury and then they're back out again. So I think Anthony Davis, you're going to want to take the precautionary route. I get it. Your backs are against the wall. It's all hands on deck. But like I said, I think with Davis, you have to take the cautionary route. There were a couple props I was looking at for this game. I like Dennis Schroeder over in the points and under in the assists. I think he's going to have to take a more assertive scoring role tonight, especially if Davis is out because the secondary scoring is going to have to come from somewhere. And one that I actually found interesting, I like Jay Crowder over in the assists. I think he's only at 1.5. He's had multiple assists, I think, in 18 of his last 21 games. And, this Suns team loves to share the ball, especially when they're pushing the pace. So those are a couple of the props I like for tonight.
I'm going to throw a question. I didn't research it, but it just came to mind. Anyone check out who's ref in these games?
I think you're asking this for a reason, Tony.
I wonder why, right? I wonder why I'm asking. I know Chris is going to do the research. While he researches that very important information, I'm going to ask this to you, James. Let me ask you this question here. With the Lakers at home facing elimination, any worries about sort of free throw discrepancies whatsoever?
Not really, Tony. I'm telling you, I think a lot of the Lakers losing is not just on AD's health. I think it's a little bit on the coaching too. You got Montrezl Harrell has played all season 20, 30 minutes and put in a bunch of, I've seen him have 25, 30 points, 15, another score. He ain't played 8 or 10 minutes this whole series. I don't understand that. And if they keep doing that, man, I don't see him beating the Lakers. I don't understand why he ain't playing more.
All right, let's take a question here from David.
Yeah, I can tell you.
All right, go ahead.
I can already tell you. No Scott Foster. If that's what you're worried about, no Scott Foster tonight.
NBA, go ahead.
We got Tom Washington, David Guthrie, Kevin Cutler, and Ben Taylor.
Okay, so we do have an alternate in there. Okay, so no Scott Foster, Shane. Sure, you can be okay. Here's a question here from David Stan to you, James. This line seems trappy. Why aren't the Suns favored in this one?
The Suns ain't favored just because the Lakers are at home. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Everybody thinks LeBron is the man, which LeBron is probably the best basketball player in the NBA right now. It has been for many years. But the Lakers are favored because they're home, and when you're home, you think you'll play better. But I don't see it. I love the Suns +2.
All right, James Clark here will be on the Suns. And here plus the 2. Of course, this one is your game on TNT at 10:30 Eastern time. And of course, that's the tip time. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. We're doing fantastic work in the NBA. Look at this, nearly 2,200 units of profit that is documented. You're number 1 at Pick Dogs in the NBA this season. We got another NBA game up there, lots of baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Guys, I got a 5-pack going on like I've usually put out here. I got both of the sides and the totals on the NBA games and one MLB that I really love. Guys, have you see I've been dominating all season. As you look, if $100 bettors, if you bet my picks all year, you won $2,100. The big bettors, you won $21,000. So if you've been with my picks, you've made money. So, jump on this 5-pack and let's go 5-0 tonight. You can either upgrade to a 3, 7, or 30-day, or like I said, the best pack out there is my NBA playoffs, guys. Yesterday hit a road stop, probably one of my worst days in the last probably 8 or 10 days in the NBA. So, but go grab that. If anybody knows me, usually after a bump in the road or a bad day, the next day, watch out. So today's the next day. So grab that playoff pass. It's the $225. It's an awesome deal. Or, team me up with Chris, Tony, doing awesome in MLB, Big Al, Little Al, my buddy Trey Jordan, any of the cappers on here. Like I said, Rod, I say, man, I say it every time we get on here, we have the best cappers in the world, and we do. So go grab us, guys, and we'll put some money in your pockets.
That's right. Put money in your pockets. James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here. 2,172 units of profit in the NBA. That's document number 1. When we say document, that means if you go over to Pick Dogs Premium and you check out James' profile page, you can go through and see every pick that he's released. And, of course, for this NBA season, it all adds up to plus 2,172 units from the NBA. Get on board with his pass tonight. But more importantly, he's got that NBA playoff pass. Get every play from James Clark now to the last game of the NBA season, playoff season, for $225 is a great value from James Clark, who's documented number 1 at Pick Dogs Premium in the NBA. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again, if not tomorrow, next week.
All right, fellas. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good night, and good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone, here at James Clark here on the drive-thru. I will continue on our coverage here. Just a reminder, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming. When we get to 250, then Chris will give you his premium play from Portland and Denver, the 8 p.m. Eastern Time game on TNT, Game 1 of the doubleheader. And a reminder to everyone, if you missed any of the picks on the show tonight, we'll do a full recap. Go over, and of course, James will join us on the recap section as well. And we'll go recap every play on the show if you missed any. We're getting close to about 53 likes away. We got to get to 250 to get that premium pick. 1 pick remaining from me here. Let's go ahead and pull up my game information from tonight's game. We're going to look at Major League Baseball from the American League action tonight, about an 8 o'clock start Eastern time. Let's go ahead and pull up the game information for you right now. Here we go. We got the Royals to host the Twins here at 8 Eastern time. Royals favored $1.11. Total sits here at 9. And since we don't have the Texas Rangers to pick on today, I did pick on them. They hit in my premium. I'm gonna pick against another one of my old friends. I'm going against the Twins. So I'm gonna take Kansas City Royals here at minus 111. Getting the start for KC, Chris Bubik. Well, the left-hander, 3 starts. Well, he's pitched fairly well here. 3 earned runs allowed in 16 innings of work. Resulted in team wins in every game. J.A. Happ, though, is going for the Twins. If you're at the morning show, Mitch is down in half, so am I. Look at him. Look at his numbers on the road this year. ERA over 7 and 4 starts. Twins headed into the series, dropping 4 of their past 6 games after dropping 2 of 3 to a really down Baltimore Orioles team. And giving life to the dead there. Royals have won, 7 of 10 after sweeping a 2-game series with the Pirates. They were heavily favored in those games, so they got the job done as a favorite. Look at the past 10 games. Twins hitting only 206 against lefties. In that period, the KC bullpen, they've been pretty good. An ERA under 2. Teams hitting 162 against this unit. All right, I'm going against the Twins here. I'm taking the Royals minus 111, Chris.
Again, I can't disagree with you. I've seen J.A. Happ pitch. There's not much to like. He's a far cry from the pitcher that was leading the Mariners, and even pitching for the Yankees and back for my Blue Jays. He's starting to decline, and we talked about the Royals. You know, they did hit a rough patch, but they've still got some great players. They got Andrew Benintendi, Sal Perez, Michael A. Taylor. These are definite bats that you want in the lineup, and bats are going to pay dividends down the road. And Chris Bouba joke either 1.52 ERA on the year. And this Royals team, I think, is going to start to turn around a little bit. And Tony, you and I have said this all season. The Twins have been one of the most disappointing teams compared to what last season and expectations come this year. So I'm with you on the Royals in this one.
All right, come here on the Royals -111 against the Minnesota Twins. Guys, check out Pick Dogs Stream. I got a single play. My early pack went off. I had a 3-pack. I include the Colorado Rockies, so that knocked out the 3-pack to a 1-pack remaining here from Major League Baseball here. And the Rockies got home 11-6. Gomber and Fulton Newitz. Although it was, Texas woke up in the 9th inning, but got within 5. Rockies again, and of course, Chris, the old Rangers just couldn't get a win on this 9-game road trip.
No, does that surprise anybody at this point? I mean, this is a Texas Ranger team that we've made money going against all season long. And Tony, I think you hit the nail on the head over the course of this week. The Rockies, they just win games at home. We're not talking about on the road. That's another story for another day. But when they're at home, oh man, that's a good team to bet on.
Yeah, I think you get good value, especially when they come off a road trip and they look terrible, right? No, you get great value when you get them right at home here. A spot against the Ranger team that's looked dead, on this road trip. Guys, are also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match me up with another capper with Chris, the host 2-for-1 package. You can pack me up with Ann. We'll call it the Beauty and the Beast package if you want. There, 2-for-1 pack there. And of course, you can also pack me up Big Al, Little Al, you name it there on the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Great value there over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the show. We are 22 likes away from getting Chris's premium play here from the Nuggets and the Portland Trailblazers that begin at 8 Eastern time over in TNT. And we got to get to the 250, or we have to do that. But we're going to go ahead and do the recap. If we can get to 250 by the recap, we will give you the free play. So we got to get 22 picks here as we do 22 thumbs up as we do the recap here. So let's go ahead and get the recap graphic up here. And of course, James Clark will join us on this segment. It began with Alex Smart. He said, take the Giants -122 against the Cubs. Tony Brown, our man Tony Brown from Las Vegas, Nevada. Lightning -140 against the Hurricanes. Ron Romanelli, the Marlins -101 against the Pirates. Al Ninos, Bruins Islanders. He says over 5. Chris, Tigers White Sox. He says under 8. James Clark says take Suns +2 against the Lakers. Yours truly, Royals -111 against the Twins. We're going to go ahead here and start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
You guys in the YouTube comments got to send Tony a fruit basket because I see what he was doing there. He's doing like the 3, 2, 1 half, a quarter, and 8, letting you guys get those likes in. But I'm going to go with Tony anyways. I like the Royals -111 against the Twins.
All right, agreement there with the Royals. All right, let's go over to James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
There's a lot of good picks on this board, but I have to go with Ron Romanelli, the Mariners, man. The Pirates ain't that good of a team. The Mariners, the Marlins. I meant the Marlins.
Yep.
The Pirates ain't that good of a team, but the value you're getting with this scrappy Marlins team, I really like it. -101.
Yeah,
I like
they got a strikeout pitcher going against a strikeout team in the Pirates here, which I agree there with you 100%. Like I said, I like all these picks, but I'm gonna go in here with Chris here. Tigers White Sox under 8. I see a pitching duel here in this one. Mize and Lance Lynn, who's been putting up some fantastic numbers this year. All right, guys, as promised, we got over 250 likes. We like to thank again the chat room and our viewers for chiming in with those thumbs up. All right, Chris, time for you front and center with your pick, the premium play here from Chris Ruffolo. We got Denver and Portland.
And this is going to be my favorite premium play, not just that I'm giving out. This is my favorite play on the board tonight. I love the over in the Portland Trailblazers Denver Nuggets matchup. You look at the last game, we hit 242 before we even went to overtime. That game finished around 287. Teams have played in 6 straight games. 5 of those games have gone over the number. I think, again, tonight you've got a heavyweight battle. You're going to see Jokic punch. You're going to see Lillard punch back. With Portland's back up against the wall, I expect Lillard to have another lights-out shooting performance, and I don't expect Denver to go down lightly. I can see this one going well over the number again, finishing well around 240, 245 once again, if we don't need overtime.
All right, Chris, here on the over the number again, Chris?
I believe it was 228.5 last I looked.
All right, over 228.5. That is Chris's premium pick here. And
Let me just check one more time.
And okay, I do see some 228.
228.
And there's some 227. So you're going to do your line shopping in this one here. Over the total here with Denver, Portland, 8 Eastern time. It'll be on TNT. All right, guys, that'll do it for our show tonight on the drive-thru. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the primetime games. Don't forget, it all gets started with the morning show. And the morning show begins 10:30 a.m. Eastern time every single day. You got Mitch, Rob Zawacki, Brian Bittler on that. So be sure to tune in then. All right, let's bring in our crew for tonight's show. A nice send-off for good night. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow live at 6 p.m.
LeBron's going on vacation, guys.
Woohoo!